Okay, Shannah, it's lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you as well. Thank
So
you.
I'm Chris, and I look after the sales and marketing function here at Limitless. And something that I'm doing over the next few months is to try and have as many interviews and conversations with our gig experts as possible, so that we can help bring to life who you are and where you are in the world and how you use GigCX around your life and those sort of things. So I'll just ask you some general questions, and we'll see where the conversation goes.
Okay.
Firstly, what's the name of your cat in the background I can see?
The one up there. We actually have five cats.
You have five cats.
I rescued a cat and I didn't know that she wasn't fixed and she got pregnant and it was kind of our responsibility. So I kept all of them. But that one that you see, his name is Cameron.
That's Cameron. Wow.
Yeah.
Five cats. Well, good for you. I'm more of a dog person, but
We also have a dog. I've always been a dog person, but this cat that I rescued, she just needed us and
oh,
we've kept her.
good on you, Shannah. Okay. Okay. So, well, firstly, whereabouts are you in the world? Where do you live?
I'm in Sydney, New York. It's upstate New York, kind of considered central New York.
Central New York. Yeah. I've been there a couple of times. I've got fond memories of New York. I love the place. But yeah. Okay. Good stuff. And you're one of our GigCX experts. So, what brands do you work for?
Unilever and Microsoft, and then I also help Limitless with their incoming questions.
Okay, great, good stuff. And do you have another job? Do you sort of fit it around any other sort of work? What's the situation there?
I was working, but then because of the pandemic, the company's no longer open. So I've been mainly focusing on the Limitless app, but also with the current pandemic, it's been really great to have Limitless because, as I mentioned in our email, my kids just went back to school this past week, last Thursday. But from March until Thursday, it was me and them. And being able to deal with them on a daily basis and then do this on my downtime was really relaxing and helped me through things.
Good. Well, my kids went back last week, so I know what that feels like after 6 months or so.
Yeah, how are they enjoying it?
They are loving it, actually. I think
Yeah.
they didn't realise how much they needed it until they got back into school, and all of a sudden the routine comes back and the structure and the learning. So they're thriving again. It's good to see, actually.
Yeah, me as well.
Cool. Okay, so you've got a couple of kids, so you fit gig work into that in terms of being able to look after them and work that into your everyday life. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what sort of questions do you help to answer on for Unilever and Microsoft?
Unilever is a lot of customers want coupons, but then there's a lot of questions about availability, which is a big one. A lot of products get discontinued and they want advice on a new product or where can I find this product. And then coupons, there's a lot of donation questions. Social influencers come up a lot.
Right.
That
Okay.
want more information. So pretty well rounded.
Yeah. And for Microsoft?
Microsoft is a lot of subscription issues, or their subscription's not working properly. They want to cancel, or they've been charged too much, or sometimes you'll get customers that get fraudulent emails, so it makes them very nervous. So you kind of talk them through it, try to understand that it is spam and to ignore it, or if it's not, then get them to the right person. There's a lot of subscription questions when it comes to Microsoft.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great. You're helping them. So it sounds like there's a mix of people that have genuine sort of account questions, but then also those that are a bit nervous about communication they've received and talking to you to help them understand what that really is and what they should do.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of times when I talk to people, I kind of put myself in their shoes or remember a time where I've been there
Yeah.
and try to work through it that way. And I feel like that's the best way to resolve.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Excellent. That's great to know. And what do you like about the GigCX work? You've talked about, especially in the current situation. I'm very sorry that your other job unfortunately didn't work out, but you fit it around your kids. Is there anything else you like about the the actual platform itself or the way it works?
I really enjoy being able to help these people. I enjoy finding the products for them. Actually, I'm an avid Unilever customer. One of my biggest products is Noxzema. I've used Noxzema practically my whole life since I'm 41 now. I've used it since I was about 10 years old. And I swear by Noxzema, and all these super expensive products, I turn them away and I'm like, no, Noxzema. And then people come and they've got my story and they're like, I've used this product. And it's really great to hear, and it's great to be able to relate to them.
Yeah.
And that's just Noxzema. Like, I use Dove, I use Tresemme, I use Suave, my kids use Suave. So it's really great to be able to relate to people, and I really enjoy helping them.
That's great. And I mean, that's one of the big things I love about this industry and the work that we do is you're connecting people with people like yourself who are clearly passionate. You're a user of the product. So your ability to say, look, this is my honest feedback in a world of sort of ratings and reviews, and and people have sort of a bit of mistrust in some of that part of the world. To just talk to someone that's got the thing that you're interested in is brilliant. So that's great.
Yeah, I think that's super awesome about it.
Cool. And how often would you say you work on doing GigCX and work on the Limitless platform?
I try to get on it every day. While the kids were home, it was sporadically. It was every day, but a couple hours here and a couple hours there. Then there would be lapses in a few days, where I'd want to get them out, take them to a zoo or something. But now, since they've been in school, I've tried to be on like basic work hours to try to get, now that we have their schedule set, I can get sort of a schedule for myself.
Right.
Because I think I also got lost in the pandemic, sleeping in, staying up late, and not even knowing what day of the week it was sometimes, just because there was no schedule. So I'm trying to gain my own routine as well. But yeah, on a daily basis.
Okay, cool, excellent. And do you normally work from home? Are you on a desktop, or do you use your mobile? How do you normally use the system?
I do both.
Yeah.
I prefer it on my PC, but having access to the mobile is very, very useful.
Right. Okay, cool.
Kids also, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but my kids also, along with school, came sports. So both of my girls play field hockey and one plays soccer. So we've been at practices like every other night. And while I'm sitting there on the sidelines during practice and bored, I just go on my mobile app.
That's brilliant. And then every now and again you can cheer, but you're helping other people at the same time.
Yeah, and it helps the time go by.
Well, that's definitely multitasking, Shannah. I love that. And then, just in your perspective, do you think GigCX is going to become more popular in the future, and if so, why?
I definitely think it should. Yes, I think it will. I think it will because it's a useful tool, and as long as you have people that are passionate about it and do understand that you're helping somebody where you'd want to be helped as well, then it will definitely go further. It's just sometimes you might come across somebody that sees a free opportunity. Oh, I get to do this, and just breeze by it. But I kind of see that the Limitless team has a handle over that, where they see bad responses and they put a stop to it, and they send an announcement, hey, we're helping customers. And the same thing I'm saying, like, think of it as yourself, which is a big deal.
Yeah, great. That's good feedback, actually. Thanks for that. Okay, and then so you're busy earning some additional income using the Limitless platform. What do you spend that money on? You talked about zoo trips and your kids' sports and things like that, or do you sort of use it for that or anything else?
Well, yeah, we've used it to kind of get through this summer and have daily activities, because when they're in school, you don't have to find things to do Monday through Friday. But going since March, we've been trying to do something every other day. I'm traveling all over upstate New York, different waterfalls and different places to go out to eat as things started opening. And it was summer, so you could do outdoor dining. So, that's kind of, the money's been a blessing in that sense, where I can be, come on, girls, let's go to the zoo. Come on, girls, let's go to Animal Adventure. Let's go to the waterfalls in Ithaca. Been really useful. I also had invested in a Disney trip at one point, but because of the pandemic, it was canceled. So I'm getting a refund on that, but it was part of what I was using the money towards. And it's actually what I've, since the beginning, when I first signed up with Limitless, it was one of the questions, like, what are your plans? And one of them was to take the kids to Disney World. So I'd like you to know that I was able to essentially get to that point, but we haven't made it there yet.
Well, there's lots of things like that, unfortunately, that so many people have not been able to do, but I'm sure you'll get there.
We'll get there.
You'll get there. Well, it sounds like your kids are going to have a great time, and it's brilliant that you're using this to spend on them. Everything you talked about there is about your kids, and you've got 5 cats and a dog to look after. That's brilliant. So that's great, Shannah. Well, I really appreciate talking to you. Thank you for your time.